Right, finally managed to get Mike on. How does it feel to be the richest person in St Helens?
I'm not. I'm a pound behind you.
Do you know what, you dealt with that pretty well. How come you're so nervous to come on, lad? Me and you have been mates for fucking 10, 11 years. You've known me since I had a Ketwig back in the day, and you're nervous to come on and have a chat with your mates. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not a good talker, mate, to be fair. On
not?
cameras, no.
How you feeling?
Nervous.
Have you been dreading it?
Yeah.
One question for me, and I've not got it written down here because obviously we've gone through some notes. What made you want to come on? Because I asked you 2-3 months ago, said I think you should do my podcast because, mate, I do actually think you'd be a fucking sick guest. But you fucking shit yourself and ran off when I asked you.
I just wanted to basically get me story out there.
Yeah.
Of where I've come from. Because people judge me too much about my past and stuff.
Why do you think people judge you?
Bad reputation.
Do you think you've got one, or people think you've got one?
Well, I've got one.
Right, you have got one. So like, what was, obviously we went through it a couple of months back where I asked you, and then you was like, ooh, yeah, do I, don't I? But like, what made you that day text me? That was shocked me. Because I've all sat down and I fucking fell through the floor. I couldn't believe it when you said it. But what was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing
because
it.
I was hearing like loads of rumours about people calling me and saying I'm a fucking drug dealer and all this lot. And
yeah.
I always got where he is. And that's so I thought I want to put people straight, basically.
Yeah. You get that, to be fair, mate, you have like an element of success in St Helens, and you get that anyway, don't you?
Well, yeah, just jealous people, really.
Yeah.
Trying to put you down.
But they don't really understand the fucking, like the hard work side of it. Like, I always say me, and you forget as well, and I say this to everyone, whenever we're sat around the table and people are talking, I'm like, I've fucking known him longer than all of you. So when you sat there with like the new people, I'm like, I've seen him come from fucking where you were like A&M 11 years ago to the fucking gym you've got now. I've seen that like transition, do you know what I mean? Some people turn around and have this fucking negative perception. I'll always put them straight and go, nah, he's fucking worked to be where he is. Like,
people, it's just jealousy really, innit?
Yeah.
But I've worked, they haven't seen me when I'm doing 17-hour days, fucking grafting my ass off to do what I've done to get where I am now.
So what's like, so what kind of like made you, because obviously I always joke with me bird like and say like I always make fucking comments about me being from like a shit area and working myself up to like what I am now. Like, has it always been that for you? Has it always been like I want better, or have you just kind of fell into it? Like what made you, yeah, here's a good question. Like we mentioned off camera before, we're not going to get into it too much, but like you mentioned like you've done some bad things.
Yeah, I have.
What forced you into that? Like when you was a kid?
Basically, it started when my mum and dad split up. My dad took it bad, tried to kill himself and that. He couldn't be struggling to feed us and then bring us up on his own.
Yeah.
So I just said to him, like, I'm going to make you proud.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done to get to where I am now.
How did that affect you?
Wasn't nice, like, he took an overdose of insulin, and me and my sister found him behind City. Luckily we found him, he was just about going into a coma.
Yeah.
But we pulled him out of it, and he's still here now.
How old were you at the time?
12.
12. How do you think that's affected you? Because I said something to you. I've got some fucking horrible questions to ask you here. Not horrible that are like nasty, but like you might get a bit emotional talking about him. Do you think you've ever dealt with that?
No.
Because I said this to you last week, and I was like, "Do you think you've ever dealt with this?" And you was like, "Probably not." So,
no,
what a way to do it live! What a way to do it live on camera.
I think I've bottled it up a lot and I bury my head in the sand.
Yeah.
A lot of people tell me that I just don't. I just deal with myself. I don't put it on people.
Do you struggle with it a lot? Do you like have moments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what happened the other week, like, my dad finally said to me, like, after 4 or 5 years of working in the gym, he said, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
He's never said that to me before in his life.
Horrible, isn't it?
And it touched me, mate. I thought, fucking hell, it means a lot, that.
It is horrible, mate. And, like, obviously, I say it not to fucking make it about me, but, like, I say it to people where, like, my dad's never said it to me, and he never will get to say it to me, because obviously he died 6 years ago, like, but
it means a lot. It means more than anything to me, that. For him to say I'm worse, I was like, and it fucking touched on. He started crying, I got upset as well.
Yeah, it is, mate, especially, like, because, like, you fucking... Me and you are probably similar in a lot of ways where, like, and I'm not saying this is bad toward anyone, but most of the shit you do goes unnoticed.
Yeah, I do a lot for charities, a lot for...
But, like, your hard work as well.
Yeah.
So, like you've mentioned there with the fucking long days and everything else, sometimes you just think, like, why the fuck am I bothering doing this? Like...
Well, yeah, I was working a full-time... I'm still working a full-time job now, and I was running the gym.
Yeah.
And the van business. It does take a toll on you, like...
Yeah.
Sometimes you think, why the fuck am I doing it?
So obviously, mate, as I've mentioned just earlier on, like you fucking come from where we were like 10, 11 years ago.
Gym bug days.
Let's not talk about that. Have you got
El skinny JC, who's longer.
Drop my driver's license in there, you know.
Yeah, don't show that camera, mate.
It's really fucking bad. That's how far back we go, mate. But I said something to you not long ago, and like it was genuine. Where like you probably don't think it, but because you've come from a similar background to what I come from, I texted this a couple of years ago. And like, this is the nicest thing I'm ever going to say to you.
Oh, thanks.
So, never going to repeat this ever again. This is a one-time thing. But for me, in a way, I don't take inspiration from many people. I just don't. But like with you, I do. Because I looked at it as a lad who was from my position. Obviously, you're about 20 years older than me, so it's...
Wow. not slight 20.
Just 11. But you are old, though.
I know, I'm old.
Fucking knocking on
Thanks for that,
knocking on 40.
39.
No, but like, I look at it from a perspective of like, you've done it. And to me, that's a fucking sign that I can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I've always said there's nothing impossible, mate. If you want it in life, don't let no one put you down. Just if you're driven enough and you want it enough, mate, you'll get it.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%.
People who call you and slag you off, the people who can't be arsed doing it.
Yeah.
You sit at home all day and slag you off to people.
Yeah.
Because they want what you've got, but they won't get off their arse and do it.
No, 100%, mate. And like, have you had any of that lately since you've had the gym? We're going to get into the gym in a minute. But
well, jealous people, yeah, I've had loads of people call me for it. I mean, when I bought my Ferrari, I was going, it's an MR2 replica. I was like, what?
It was though, wasn't it?
It was.
Toyota MR2, whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, 110 grand Toyota.
So what's made you, obviously, going back like 4 years now, this is going to be juicy as fuck, this, and I can't wait, honestly. I've bypassed about 2 or 3 questions here because I'm too excited and I want to get into it. What made you 4 or 5 years ago get into the gym?
I wanted to do it for a while. I just kept thinking about it, and I had some money there saved up, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Took a massive risk, did it. I mean, people, even my close friends, even my dad said to me it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And like, I thought, I'm going to prove you all wrong. A lot of my mates didn't stick by me. A few did, believed in me. Bam being one of them, he stuck by me. He's been there since day one.
Yeah.
I remember him doing the first gym. He was there, me knocking walls down.
Yeah.
Just me and him, you know what I mean?
I remember that, mate. Like knocking all the ones through upstairs, everything, I remember that,
yeah,
mate.
everything, like, and I can't knock him for that. He's been there doing that for me, like, and then it just went bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And then I took the risk of moving to where we are now, which is a massive job. Started from fresh, and luckily it's paid off.
Yeah.
Wood.
It's we're not rushing through this, so stop rushing through. I've got loads of questions to ask you. Like at any stage.
Am I sweating?
At any stage, did you think it wasn't going to work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had doubts. Like, obviously in COVID, that was a hard time because the gym shuts for fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
Then they shut us again. I mean, there's been times where I wanted to just sack it off, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
And then when COVID, come out of COVID, it got busier and busier. And then that was it, really. It just went up and up and up.
Was there ever a moment where you was like, shit, this is going under this?
Yeah.
I don't know any of this because I just talked to you from like a mate level, do you know what I mean?
I basically put everything I had into it.
Yeah.
So you went under, I thought I'd be fucked.
When was the moment though where you thought, this could fucking go under this?
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it close?
I'd only been open about...
Wasn't even a year, mate?
Wasn't even a year, 10 months.
June 2019 you opened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit,
Was it like March 2020?
Yeah, I'd been about 8 months and they shut me. And I thought, fuck me, we're fucked.
Yeah.
It was scary, like, but
yeah, I can imagine.
Carried on going and, well, yeah, I put everything I had into it. People don't see that, like, I risked a lot of money into it. A lot. All my savings went into it. So if it didn't work, I was fucked, basically.
How long do you think it was until like you started seeing a fucking return on it? Because I've been there since like pretty much day one, and I like when it first opened.
Seriously, mate, the last 12 months.
Really?
But I'm still putting money back into the gym now. I'd say by the end of this year, the gym will be where I wanted to be, and I can start relaxing then, because obviously you got Gym King on board now and got some more Panat machines coming and stuff like that.
And
once they come,
the amount of rent I pay you as well every month.
You can afford it though.
One beers on
I'm going to put yours up to fucking
fucking rent I pay every month. Pay more, mate, my rent side for the gym.
I've lost 2 stone, mate. Can't afford these.
No, but obviously, like I say this to everyone, and like, I don't know if I get a bit fucking defensive me when I talk about it, because like, obviously,
but you've done well though, because I remember you as a kid, mate. And from where you've come from, a skinny little kethead.
Why you say it again for the 3rd time? Stop living in the past.
Where you are now, he's like
it's my podcast, this, you know.
A young shy kid. I'm turning on you now.
So where you pull out your own questions now and start interviewing me.
I remember when you come to me in the old gym saying I want to start PTing, and you did it. You come from the store place, didn't you? Yes, was it?
Do you wanna know why that's a lie? Because you text me.
Did I?
I can fucking find it.
And then you come over.
I'll throw you under the bus, me, mate, in front of everyone on this camera.
And I've been, mate, you've done well. That's what I always said to people.
It was like 11 o'clock at night. You were obviously in bed thinking about me.
I was.
Would you come and PT at my place?
JC,
no, to be fair, I wanted to come for a bit, and then like,
I think you was umming and ahhing, weren't you, about obviously because.
I'll be honest, mate. I just didn't like anyone. Like, no,
I don't.
There was some PTs in there, and like I was thinking.
Not meant to your names, Amy Duffy.
I'm not saying it ends with Duffy, but it starts with D and ends in Duffy. No, I don't think I have anything against him, mate. I just think he's a plant pot, like, but it's
he's more than a plant pot.
What was I going to say then? No, there was a couple of PTs who like I didn't fucking see eye to eye with, and then at the time it's one of them where you get in your own head, and then I think like, do you want me there because of that? And then you get in your own head, don't you? No, then when you text me, fucking hell, mate. I think you text me on Saturday, and I was working there on Monday. I think I come like 2 days later.
Lucky now, mate. It's best you've ever done.
Yeah,
but I always say to people, you've done well. You and Mark, mate, are smashing it.
Yeah, that's what like I kind of try and get across, because now I say this all the time. When you're doing well, you have more friends than you've ever had ever. Do you know what I mean?
Have associates, not friends.
But you get what I'm saying, though, mate. I have more mates than I've ever had in my life.
You have your loyal mates who don't want anything off you, but you have people who are just there because, how are you doing?
Yeah, but I've
learned that myself over the years, mate.
But that's why, like, when people now go on about stuff, like sometimes I put it in the group chat and I'll be like, I was there when it was 2 rooms and about 10 machines.
That's when it started.
And like people fucking forget, mate. Yeah,
10 machines.
People fucking forget like where it come from. I remember like when we was moving all the shit over to the new place as well, and like how far it's come since then. Do you know what I mean?
A few people said that to me, like where was all these people when you were stuck in a squash cart?
Yeah.
Now you're doing well, they all want to be part of it.
Mate,
I'll come you gym.
This has led me perfectly on to like the next question, like, what have you learned about people, about life throughout this entire experience?
I've learned not to trust a lot of people.
Thanks.
Because they'll stab you in the back, a lot of people.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
I trust you, mate.
Cheers, pal.
And jealousy is a cruel thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people will backstab you.
Yeah.
They're nice to your face, but as soon as you turn away, they'll just slag you off straight away.
What advice would you give to people with that though? Because like, I don't think you realise that's kind of like why it's good to have you sat here. And it's probably similar to me, where like my bird will literally like tell me loads of stuff and be like, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this. We're probably similar, you don't think about it. So you kind of consider yourself still like a scruffy kid from years ago.
Well, like people say to me, you got a Lamborghini, I'm like,
doesn't feel
just a car now.
Just feels normal, doesn't it?
Because I've worked out for it, but like I'd help anybody else. I don't think I'm better than anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like people will be like sat there now and you don't realise it, but mate, you've fucking smashed it, and like you are like the top of the top, especially like around here when it comes to like fucking gyms and everything else. Like for younger kids, fucking hell, people my age, like your age, whatever. Like,
so it's like an inspiration.
What advice would you give there, though? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I always say to people, if you want things in life, don't give up on your dream.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as impossible.
Yeah.
If you want it and you work hard enough for you'll get it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I've worked for the last 5 years, 12, 13 hour days, and I'm finally getting a return now after 5 years.
Yeah.
So it just people give up too easily. Start a business and they think, oh, it's not working. So then you just think, oh, fuck it, I'll give up.
Yeah.
But that's the wrong attitude. You just got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and be driven.
What's the biggest like mental barrier you've faced through this whole thing? I'm loving this because I don't get to ask you stuff like this, so I'm just throwing you under the bus every chance I get here.
Mental barriers, and how do you mean?
So do you know, like, when obviously you've got the business, you've invested the money, you've like the staff, the fucking gym, whatever, like, what is the one thing that you've what's the hardest thing you've dealt with or are you dealing with right now? Not like, it might not have to be personal, but like day to day, like, what is it like?
I mean, it's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sat there on my own, brought down to tears loads of times, just stressing, everything's got to me. But no one sees that side of me.
No.
So they don't show it. Well, some people have.
Bro, I said this, like, I was in bits like a couple of weeks ago, no one ever sees it. You know what I mean? You're on your own,
I don't put it on people, man. I just rather deal with myself. Well, you try and deal with yourself, but it gets too much sometimes, and you just bury your head in the sand, and then you get worse. But it's just, the biggest stress for me is to make sure I'm making the money to pay the bills and the staff, and everything else in the gym, because it's a lot of outgoings.
Yeah.
But it is paying itself now.
Do you think, you don't have to talk about this, but I'm gonna propose it. Do you think that's why you had that problem with your heart the other week?
Stress? Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bad heart anyway.
I didn't know this, mate, and we can edit this out, fucking hell, but like, I didn't know you had a life expectancy of 35, mate.
30.
Was it? Mm-hmm. You're 39 now?
I'm 39 now, yeah.
Do you not think you should slow down a little bit?
Yeah. The doctor said to me, Mum, like, he won't live past 30.
What is that? What is it you've got?
It's Kawasaki's disease.
So is that like where you have like...
One of my arteries are inflamed, scarred. I've got 2 aneurysms,
Right.
bubbles. So if they're pop, I'm fucked.
Mate, I've known...
It's gone.
Yeah, but I've known you in like the last few years. It's happened like more than once.
Yeah.
Fainted in the van every year.
I passed out in the van driving my wagon, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's... I get checkups every 6 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Eventually I need a heart bypass to replace that artery. But they said it's alright for now, but eventually we'll have to change it.
Yeah. Do you think, like, you won't, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Do you think like you'll ever get to the position where you're like, right, that's me, and you'll sit back a little bit?
I don't know, because
you probably fucking... Mate, I make myself ill with stress constantly.
Yeah, stress.
Like, ill as
I mean,
fuck,
the last, like 2 weeks ago, I was in a bad place, man. Like, I didn't leave the house for 2 days.
You know?
I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat.
Why is that?
I don't know, just like anxiety and stress, and I couldn't figure out what it was in my head, and I felt horrible. But like the last week and a half, I felt myself again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think stress is the biggest part of it. Like, people don't see all the stress you have to go through. You think, oh, you got a Lamborghini, you got a night. You know, it's not as easy as that.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of stress to go with it as well.
No, 100%.
You've got to make sure you can pay your staff, you can pay your stock, you can pay your bills and everything to run the gym. Because I've got like, 6 staff plus all the PTs.
Yeah.
If that gym goes under, mate, there's a lot of people losing their jobs.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
Plus the barbers, plus mixed tattoo studio. There's a lot of stress.
Mate, I was saying to Elle the other day, I was like, my whole life is that gym.
A lot of people just, mate, like if that shut, like markets as well. If that gym shuts, everyone's fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
like
all the other gyms, I'm not only funny, they're crap.
Yeah.
And they charge stupid amounts of money for rent.
All right, fucking hell. We get it.
You get it cheap, mate.
No, I do get it. I do get it cheap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. But now I was saying
the
like,
I'm not going up.
So what?
On camera, this is
it's already $1,000 a month anyway.
Fucking hell, I wish. I go buy another car if it was.
No, I was saying to her, I was like, my whole life's there. So like I try and not stress you out, because I feel like if any of the fucking people in the gym are listening, like, you fucking stress him out. Like, you fucking don't leave him alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's when I'm training and people talk to me, I'm like, give me an hour.
Not just that, but like, I know the staff don't, and this isn't me bad mouthing the staff, so if anyone fucking moans at me in reception, like, it's not me slagging you off. I am really, I said I was going to slag you off before. No, but like, the fucking constant, this is broke, this person hasn't shown up, blah, blah, blah. Like, people fucking stress
every day is a
you know
problem,
what I mean?
like, you've got to be constantly on the ball. Like yesterday, cable snapped in the gym. Like, people don't see this. Like, it's cost me £800 to change the cables on the machines. Yeah. This is why when people are dropping dumbbells, and dumbbells are 14 grand. Yeah. And they're just dropping them and don't give a fuck about them. Yeah. That's cost me 150. I got a dumbbell to fix. Yeah. And they just thought it gets me back because they don't respect the equipment.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's not cheap.
No, that's why, like, I was saying it, and I was just going like, my whole life has come from that gym. Like literally, all my mates are there.
You've smashed it, mate. You've done well for yourself.
I know. I don't need you to tell me. I know.
Well, you're a bit of a big head, like, you know what I mean?
No, like
you don't fit through door.
All my mates, fuck off. All my mates are there. All my money's made there. Like my relationship.
It's your livelihood.
Yeah, 100%.
Same with me, mate. It's my livelihood. If it shuts, I'm fucked.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like how much. If that gym shut its doors tomorrow, my entire life would be like gone by. Like I've got my online stuff, but my personal life would be fucking hit because all my mates are there.
It's not just your business; it's your social as well.
Like I have no life. Like I don't go out really. Do you know what I mean? Everything of mine personally is in there. So it's fucking.
This is what I've said. I've lost a lot of mates through jealousy, but I've gained a lot of good lads through the gym.
Yeah,
I've met new lads who are loyal as fuck. You know what I mean? Really,
it's always this. This is fucking true. This. Me and Andy was having this conversation not long ago. You don't get the support from the people you expect, and you get it from the ones you don't. So you
always find the closest ones to you, the ones that'll backstab you.
Yeah. Do you know what, mate? I try not be petty, me, and this is gonna sound super petty, but like I know who doesn't show me shit, doesn't like my shit, doesn't say anything nice to me, and I'm not expecting anyone to do it all the time. But like, for example, if I've like smashed it with a fucking client, or I've smashed it myself, or whatever, or I've done something good in my personal life, like with a house or whatever, I know who's not said it, and but it's your fucking close mates.
Jealousy,
you know what I mean? And then like it's people who you've never spoke to.
I'm not a jealous person. I mean, I like people doing well.
Yeah.
So I'd help anybody else, and I don't know why people do that. Some people get like very jealous about money and stuff, and
yeah, they do.
But like, we do a lot for charity and that, and ever evolving.
Yeah.
Disabled kids and
Talk a bit about that. Talk a bit about your charity work because, mate, I've got a guy. If you was talking to him yesterday, Ant, the small lad with the white hair.
Yeah,
saw his membership yesterday. Yeah,
nice
Hopkinson. He is. He's like the CEO.
He smashed it, by the way. He's done well.
Really well. Yeah, he'll appreciate hearing that. But he's a CEO of like an LGBTQ thing. So like obviously, he's like a CEO. Mate,
I was trying to get them in the gym.
Well, do you know what? This is quite funny. You can speak about it in a little bit, but he's approaching you before and being like, speak to Mike about, because you had someone in and he was like, fucking my place would do that. And I was like, I'll introduce you to him. I just totally
my brother's gay,
yeah.
My brother, so I wanted to try and get more. Like,
I think that's what it was.
Friendly,
you know, when you had that
people,
pride thing.
Yeah,
and Jack and is it Lewis? His fella.
His fella, Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah. When he was in, and Ant was like,
because he said, I feel dead intimidated to come in the gym. I said, why? He said, no one's gonna judge you. I said, because it won't let it happen.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
But he comes in through the day whenever Evolving are in, and he's like, that's fucking mint. That like you facilitate that. Do you know what I mean?
Last week, mate, they all quit. Then they seen Tom Aspinall training.
Yeah.
He was like, can I get a picture of him? I said, Tom, you got a picture, and fair play to Tom, mate. He got a picture, and they all loved it.
Yeah.
And it made the day. Like that's made their day. You know what I mean? Something like that. Something so small has made them so happy.
Yeah.
To get a picture with Tom and stuff like that. It's nice.
Yeah, 100%.
To give something back to the community.
Yeah. Did you ever think you'd be in a position to do that?
No.
I
didn't think I'd ever get to where I am now. To the extent of like working with Jim King.
Did you never think that? So when you was younger, you never thought you'd be here?
No, I've always wanted it because I've always been driven. I've always worked. I've never been on a dole. Since I left school, I've always worked.
Yeah.
And then I never thought to be fucking like crossing palms with like Tom Aspinall and all these influencers and blue tick people and stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy,
you know what I mean? It's like Jim King and that. I think the next 6 months will be a big thing for the gym, like big changing points.
I was going to wait for that, but you brought it up. So where do you see it now going? Because it is one, like, cause obviously you got Tom there. Do you think like you'll facilitate fight camps for fucking?
Well, that's what's happening now. With Jim King sponsored Tom.
Is this an exclusive? This?
Yeah.
We got an exclusive on the
here.
podcast. Here we go.
So
heard it here first.
As you know, ESPN come down, didn't they?
Yeah.
To film Tom, which is a massive thing, American TV.
Yeah.
Tom's fight camp's going to be able to the moving forward. Jim King is sponsoring him, so they're doing all the MMA area up with all the branding. So they're basically Jim King is sponsoring the gym now to work alongside me, and UFC will be coming down filming from there as well.
How crazy is that?
We've got 4 UFC fighters.
How crazy is that? That like UFC.
And 4 years ago, I was in a squash court.
Yeah. It's that's nuts, that mate.
I mean, it's been hard work. Like, you have a lot of back and forth with emails and that, and coming to agreements and that. But yeah, they're on board now. Like, he ran me yesterday actually to confirm it. All your design guys doing a mock-up design now, what he's doing, and he's going to send it over to me this week.
That's crazy. That so what's that going to be like now? Then are you going to have like? Is that what are you extending?
Going to bring the mez out 4.3 meters to bring all the cardio forward.
Yeah.
And then the full back wall is going to be like sectioned off for UFC fighters.
So do you low key want to get like a fight camp in there?
That's what I'm going for. I'm going
You
for
wanna
a fight
do it,
camp.
yeah?
I want. Well, Andy Aspinall, Tom's dad, said his exact words were, "We're going to shut all the other gyms down." That's what he said to me. I want them all here.
Yeah.
So and he will, because if you think, mate, 4 UFC fighters, people are going to want to.
Who are the
down.
4? There's Tom.
There's Tom. Oh, I can't remember the names now. There's an FCA fighter. He got a mad name. He's a fucking foreign guy. He's 5 years unbeaten.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all good
Then
lads.
there's like Phil de Vries as well, isn't there?
That's him,
People
Phil
like
de
that.
Vries, yeah.
Phil de Vries.
There's no 2 Lithuanian lads who are fucking units, 6'5" monsters.
Some big lads go in there, mate.
And you got Tom, and you got Ben Francis, who's like 25 stone.
He's a
He's
unit,
like a
him.
fucking walking rhino.
But, mate, I think he's got the potential for that though, and like the amount of exposure the gym will get as well because of like obviously Tom. But it's not just that, mate. But like I'm not like name dropping him or anything here, but like Tom used to train like fucking Darren Till,
That's what I mean.
and like it's
Well,
only
so eventually, I think they're all going to come down as well.
Yeah.
To train there because
Tom's come from Carbon and
could be a massive fight camp there. Like, it's going to have everything. They've got everything.
Yeah.
A full gym, ice bath, sauna, everything.
so where do you see it? Like obviously it's hard to kind of sit there and go like see it like going fucking X, Y, and Z. Where do you want it? There we go. Where do you want it to go? And where do you think it's going to go in the next like 5 years? Because like you say, inside 5 years, mate, you was fucking downstairs in a squash court. And now you're talking about fucking Dana White and the boys coming down, videoing your gyms. You know what I mean?
Well, eventually I want to franchise it out. So I'm looking at a few more venues. And I'm thinking of Marbella.
Marbella.
One in Marbella.
So you the manager.
Me.
If you need a manager, let me know.
I've looked at a few places like Kirby. There's nothing there. Skem. I've got a few people who want to invest in it and just use my gym name, sort of like franchise out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's possibly like a couple of years time. Like that's what I want to do. Get a few more gyms in there.
And then you're just gonna sit off.
And sit on a yacht, hopefully.
Sit on your yacht.
I'm a rubber dinger.
No, mate, it's been it has been nuts like seeing.
It's been like a roller coaster ride, mate, but I wouldn't change it.
Was you know?
No. I think it happens for a reason.
Definitely.
I mean, the last 12 months been hard, like obviously because of what's wrong with my personal life as well, but...
Do you want to talk about any of that?
No, not really.
Yeah.
No.
I thought you said you wanted to get on and, you know what I mean? Be careful here. Zach can edit it out though. Zach's world class at editing out. If you want to just vent for 10 minutes and he'll edit it out, that's fine.
I hate y'all.
And then I'll be like, keep going.
No, obviously, like, Claire, I found Claire's dad hung the night and killed himself in the gym. That was a bad time.
What?
Like, Claire's stepdad. Yeah, he hung himself.
What?
In his mate's gym.
Lad, I thought you meant in your fucking gym then.
No,
Our gym?
He's training his mate's gym, like, in Morrison's. Mate, no, Migger, John Migger. Used to have a little gym, like, in that second-hand shop place, so near facing farm foods. It's now an hairdresser's.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So, one more, it's about, I think it was 6 years ago now, before he opened the gym. And a mum rang and said, he's not come back yet, he's been gone for 3 hours, and he went, Morrison's. Can you go to the gym, see if he's there? And I went with my mate, Lee, because he was living in the flats. He let me in, and he opened the door, he was just there, hanging in front of me. Just killed himself. Just put a note on the table saying, I can't do it. That's all I did. And that was like hard, it fucking broke me. But I thought I could cope with it, but then I started having nightmares and then fucking shit like that.
Do you, it's giving me goosebumps because it's quite similar to something, I didn't go through it, but it was, I'll bring it up in a minute, but you don't want to see it, do you?
No.
It's like burned into your brain,
now
innit?
his face and it's horrible. And then my other mates, I was with Smither. I don't know if you know Smither, Dave Smith.
Yeah, I've met him, yeah.
Our mate went missing for days, couldn't find him. So I went to his house, his dog was crying, his puppy. So I thought, fuck it, I'll kick the door in. Kicked the door in, he was dead on settee. Another fucking body I found, like Grim Reaper.
Fucking hell.
Had a massive heart attack, killed him. We've been there 2 days. Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just like finding bodies.
we all need to fucking stay away
but
from you.
you think you're strong, like, but like, I thought I was a strong person, but shit like that sticks in your head when you can't get rid of it.
How have you dealt with that?
At first, I just thought I could deal with it, but then I ended up fucking going on like depression tablets.
Have you ever had therapy, you?
I've just started therapy now, yeah, counselling.
Fucking hell.
Last week, first time, mate, yeah.
Mate, I'm proud of you. I've had it, you know. I've had it twice.
Yeah, because people keep saying that I can need to get, like, because I've got a lot of shit that's happened in my life, or I've never spoke about to anybody.
Yeah.
So I just vent to him. He's probably quit his job now. I think he's gone counselling now, counsellor. Like, fuck, I need counselling myself now.
What type of stuff do you go through with him?
Just
That mate, you can, if anything you don't want to talk about, let me know, but like, this is to get to know you. I know it's my podcast, but you're the fucking episode here, and like, you want to make people. You don't realise, I said this to you last week or the week before whenever we sat down, you're not a person to most people. You're not that. Like, I get that quite a lot.
people don't know the real me. They just see like.
Mate, I got stopped in traffic after we was at Thai boxing.
I remember you saying that to me.
A fucking kid come up to me and went, "You Jamie Clark, I listen to your podcast."
That's good because
Yeah,
you're
no, it is.
inspiration to people.
But he knows fuck all about me. Do you know what I
As
mean?
a person,
So like-
he only sees this part of you.
People just see you, they see the gym, they see his success, they see the fucking
That's what
nice
I
car.
mean.
So like, I think now is the time to kind of like bring it up. So this is me basically going, stop being a bitch.
Always that crying.
We can do therapy right now if you want. No, but like, what type of stuff do you go through with him?
Just like obviously the last 12 months of what I've been through and that, like,
Yeah.
it's been hard. Like, it's brought me a few times, but I think it happens for a reason in my eyes. But I don't really know. It's only the first one I've had with him, so he's just getting to know me really.
Yeah.
I'm back in with him next week, so I'm just see how it goes. And
What made you go for therapy?
To be fair, it was Luke because he was doing it.
Yeah, we're not talking about him on here, mate.
And he,
If you listen to it, mate, you aren't getting any fucking airtime on my podcast, so let's just get past him. Leave it in. Send it to him personally.
Like I said, a few people mentioned to me, said you should go, like, because obviously what I've been through. Because I've never spoke about shit like what's happened in my life to people.
Yeah.
I just bottle it up. So it's good to vent to someone and see their opinion.
Yeah.
Of what I like.
Shouldn't benefit from it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's only the first session, so I've got 4 booked in with him over the 4 week.
Yeah.
So I'm just how it goes.
I definitely think you should though, mate, because like no one really knows what you're going through ever, like with you, because
No,
like
like
you.
said, people just see the nice car in the gym and that, but they don't see behind the scenes how much fucking work I do.
No, they don't.
I'm there from like I'm in the gym all day working
Yeah.
non-stop, and then we've got obviously the van business we've just started, which is doing well.
Yeah.
That's another fucking stress, but it's all I like. I like the challenges.
Control chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do. I'd rather do that than be sat at home with my ass doing nothing.
Yeah, 100%, mate.
It keeps your mind busy and stuff like that.
Yeah. One thing I think would be like fucking kind of good to go through, because we've not really touched on it, mate. To be honest, like we've gone straight through into like fucking. We've still got a bit of time as well to it. We've kind of gone straight into like we've gone from like a little bit at the beginning straight into like success. Like when you was a kid, what do you think is the most? Here we go. Fucking this is a pearl of this. If you had to give Mikey G 20 years ago, 25 years ago advice, what would you give? Like, no, when you sat there and you fucking... Because, mate, I look at myself when I was like 12, 13, and obviously everything I had going on at home, and if I could go back and give myself some advice, I'd fucking love to. But, like, what do you think is... Like, in the middle of everything you've done, what is, like, the best bit of advice? Because kids will be listening to this, young people will be listening to this going, like... Give us some fucking inspiration, Mike. Do you know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't really know because it's like a blur, really, because it's all happened that fast.
Yeah.
I mean, I left school and just started working, and then, I mean, my first car, mate, I got given to me. It was a B-Reg Micra. You know what I mean?
How do you fit in that?
Geely was that long.
Have you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where that guy's knees are like up here and he's
That was
driving?
me.
That's him with that
You see
micro.
6 there, like, steering wheel, you start shaking, I would die.
Yeah, but like when you was like obviously fucking a young guy, because obviously you've mentioned there like fucking your dad fucking divorcing, trying to kill himself, all that type of stuff, and then I know for a fact, mate, you didn't have a fucking luxurious upbringing. Like, you've told me this before.
My dad struggled to bring us up, like, and that's why I stuck by him.
Do you think that's why you're fucking so hell-bent on being, like, successful now?
Yeah.
Because you've fucking seen it.
When, like, my dad was going through a bad spell, like, I said to him, like, I'm going to make you proud.
Yeah.
I said, I'll make you proud, and that's what I'm trying to do. And he finally said to me, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And that meant a lot to me more than anything.
Yeah. It does mean a lot, mate, especially when you get it from someone like that. Do you know what I mean? Because
my dad's not a very, he doesn't really open up much.
No, cold book, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in old school, like.
Yeah, he is.
But then when he opens up, he just starts crying.
Yeah.
Like, oh, God, what do you know?
Gets like too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what advice would you give there to a younger you?
It's
not going to be super deep, mate.
I don't think nothing really, because what I've done in life has made me who I am today.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done, like, obviously some stupid stuff in my time, being an idiot, fighting all the time and stuff like that, and doing some illegal stuff, but...
No, but you've learned a lot, though.
But it's made me who I am today, and it's never changed the person I am.
No.
I don't think I'm better than anybody else. I don't think I'm nothing like that. And I'll help anybody. So, yeah, I wouldn't... The advice to people, I'd just say if you want it in life, go for it.
Yeah.
Just take the risk and go for it.
Like you said, you didn't fucking think you'd be sat here, did you? Really?
No, I never thought it'd be here.
No.
When I first opened the gym downstairs, I never thought it'd go to where the extent it's gone now. But it's only through hard work and pushing.
Yeah.
And constantly fucking improving the gym and investing more money into it and making what it is today. So, yeah.
So where do you see it in 5 years?
I want to be a beach in Barbados. with a pair of Speedos on.
Where do you see... Where do you see the fucking gym in 5 years? I mean,
like I said, I hope for that one, like another 2 or 3 gyms.
Yeah,
different to like sort of like what's the other gym called? Who's done it?
Dedicated.
No, not dedicated. They're shit. No offense.
The shit. No offense. I'm not getting involved.
Is it Kings
with that.
or is it? Oh, what they call that? The brand that's open loads of gyms. Similar to my gym. Flex, is it? Ultra Flex.
Yeah.
What they've done.
Oh, Cuba's place.
Yeah, he started off as a small
Have
gym.
you been there?
Now he's got like 6
Have you ever been?
Now. No, I've
Mate,
never been.
It's fucking unreal.
It's very similar to mine, isn't it?
Yeah, the layout and the colours and everything's very similar, but mate,
he started off with one gym
there.
and he's got about 5 or 6 now around the country. So that's what I want to try and do. And like help kids and stuff and give them apprentices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Give them opportunities in life to do something what they want to do.
Yeah, to be fair though, like you mentioned there, like fucking hell, 4 years ago, it was down to the stage where like you was just opening up, mate. You had like fucking, man, I remember you having like 2 treadmills and 2 rooms.
I had 2 treadmills, 2 bikes, I think 1 rower. That was it.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, mate.
And about 10 machines. And then I just kept adding to it. And then obviously we outgrew this place. And then when I first got that unit, we're looking at like the people close to me was like, you can't do it. It's too
How much
big.
do you think you've invested? You're not going to admit to that, but like...
Now, I'd say about 300 grand easy.
Really?
The machines, yeah. I think we've spent about 120 grand on Panata stuff.
Like this year? It's
Plus
fucking...
the floor, the mezzanine floor was like 55 grand. Plus again, extended again. When people don't see all this, the money you put into it.
But imagine
even
like...
the rubber floor mats, they're like 100 quid each.
What did you start the... No one was downstairs. What did you start the gym with? Money-wise?
30... No, about 45 grand I think we spent.
Did you ever think for a minute that you'd spend 120 grand on machines?
No. I mean, when I opened that, when I had decent machines, but when I started using the Panata stuff, it was a whole new ball game.
Why do you think it is one, mate? Like, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like, why do you think it took off the gym? Because 4 years ago, mate, it genuinely wasn't much.
I think...
Do you think it was the community? Like
the atmosphere. I mean, people have said to me, without you here, this gym wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
They said, you're the face of the gym. And I like that because I am a friendly person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'd rather be there talking to people, because some gyms you go in and no one talks to you.
You are big on that, aren't you? Like at the front and stuff. I'm big on that though, mate. I'm big on like fucking making people feel welcome.
I walk in and I think when they walk to the gym, when we greet to with a smile and feel welcome.
Yeah.
And the atmosphere, and I think that's the biggest thing in the gym. Like when you used to trade Sports Direct, you walk and you think, fucking hell.
Yeah, you just feel...
They're bright, no one looks at you, they all snarl you.
Yeah.
It's not a gym, you don't feel comfy there.
No.
We walk into our gym, it's like a family now.
Yeah,
like
it is, mate.
Everyone knows each other, you have a laugh with people. And that's how I like it.
It is a good community atmosphere in the gym, innit, to be fair.
And I like that.
Do you think that's why it took off? Because at one stage...
Yeah.
Do you know what? This could sound bad and this could sound good, but like... At the time, like... Don't go mad here, right? Because I've been with you since day one, so you can't go mad. I'm your day one. So like... But at the time, mate, compared to every other gym in St. Helens, in terms of equipment and what it had, it was bottom.
It was.
So like... But then you sit there and you think, why the fuck has this took off? But it took off. Do you know what I mean?
As well, because...
I think it is a lot of the people.
I know a lot of people obviously around the town that, and to be fair, I can't thank them enough, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am now.
No.
The loyal members and that.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was here, like 350 members. Over there, I've got over 1,000 now.
Yeah, it's crazy, and how much it's come on.
Yeah, and it's still growing every day. You got people travel from Manchester and like Liverpool to train there.
Yeah, you are seeing new faces constantly in there.
Which is crazy. But it just doesn't feel real, yeah. It just doesn't sunk in.
It never will.
This is mine. You walk and think, this is mine.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to it. And I was like, it's just a gym.
Yeah.
But people said, maybe you ever looked there and thought, this is yours? I think, you know what? Yeah, it is.
It is yours,
it's mad, yeah. I've made this.
It must be mad that though.
From the ground up.
It must be mad that though, because like you say, you've gone from that to ESPN in your gym. Yeah. 120 grand on machines.
Fighters.
Over 1,000 members. Like, all these different things. Do you know what I mean?
And we're still improving now.
Yeah.
By the end of this year, mate, it's going to be a whole new gym. Well, it's got planned for the...
Give us some fucking excuses, Mike.
Can't tell you, mate.
Well, no, mate. I won't put this out me unless you do.
No, obviously we got Jim King doing the whole MMA area. That's going to be... the design we're looking at is going to be really good. Going to get more kit in. We're revamping the reception area, new door, all the shutters getting redone. Just little bits, like cosmetic bits, just to make it so it's more appealing when you pull up and that.
Who's that fellow who was in the gym the other day? Is he on Jim King, him?
Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns
Get him on here.
He owns it.
Get him on here.
Good lad. I spoke to him today, mate. He probably would, you know.
Get him on here.
He's coming back down next week with the design guy come last week with him. It was Alex Cannon as well, the model.
I know he probably can't, but get him on here.
I'll ask him for you.
Twist his arm, lad. Help me out. I mean,
I can ask him for you, mate.
Trying to help you.
Next time he's in the gym, I'll introduce you to him. You know what, mate? He's like us. He's only 37. He's down to earth to fuck, mate. I went Nando's with him some food. He's just like, want lads.
I was saying to one of my clients the other day, he was like, oh, who are these people? And I just went, do you know, in the middle, you're worth 42 million him. And he was like, is he? I was like, yeah, he's just one of us. Yeah. Just like, looks like us, do you know what I mean? You won't think it. He's sound, innit? Said hello to him, like, he seems like a nice guy.
Mate, he started 7 years ago, and he said he's been up and down, and now he's just like, he said, but that's a risk, and he's now trying to conquer America.
Yeah.
He's like, I was talking to him, like, he said, I've got to be busy all the time. I said, you're like me. He said, if I'm not doing nothing, I feel like and then I've got to constantly like be trying to push him. Now he's pushing to get into America, Miami and Florida and that, because that's a massive gym area, innit?
Yeah.
Like, all the girls and that wear gym clothes and stuff like that. So that's his next thing to do. But he's a nice lad.
You could go along with that.
He's a
really like you could fucking hell, mate, if he's doing your gym and then.
I think it's gonna be a good relationship with him because he's very similar to me. Like he's very driven and he's clever. He's a clever lad as well. Yeah, really clever lad. He knows what he wants in life.
Come on, give us an exclusive now. We've got 2 minutes.
Exclusive for what?
For the gym. Give us an exclusive. Come on. What's coming this year? You've mentioned the fighters. Come on. You're hiding stuff here, Mike. We're come on to open up and you're.
We're looking at opening another one. I'm going. I've got a meeting next week with someone to open another gym.
Where at?
We're looking at...
Why am I only just finding this out?
Looking at Skem.
Thought we were mates, me and him, you know. Thought we were friends, but here we go.
We're looking at Skem. We've got loads of people who've approached us to invest in it. But obviously it's doing well.
Yeah.
That's the plan moving forward. I want to get this gym perfect first where I am. So it's running itself, everything's done, I'm happy with it, and then I'm going to start moving on to other things then.
So that's the plan?
That's the plan.
Good.
That's the plan.
Is there anything else you want to get off your chest here, mate? Because Zach's fucking turfing us out because we've only got till 11.
Yeah, changed you.
Yeah. Chris told us we had till 12, but we've only had till 11. Is there anything else you want to go through? Because we get you back on.
No, I think that's it, mate.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Are you? You think you've opened up enough?
Enough, yeah.
I don't think you have.
Well, about
Listen,
what?
mate, little steps, mate, little steps. But
Little
we're getting there.
steps.
You're like, listen, you're like a closed book, but we've opened you a little bit there.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a touch.
On the first page.
But yeah, that's it. on the first page, first chapter. Before we end it though, how'd you find it?
Good. Enjoyed it, mate.
Told you, mate, you feel
it.
it. Told you, mate, you feel it on, mate.
Yeah, it was good.
We'll end it there. Thanks for coming on. I genuinely really appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you coming on and doing it.
Thanks for inviting me down, mate. Appreciate it.